I remember the first time I heard about the 7 mountains of influence. It was years ago, sitting in a small conference room, listening to a leader talk about the future. I remember they said if we wanted to see change in the world, we can't just wait for it. We have to step into every part of society, business, education, media, government, the arts, family, and faith. And we have to bring our values with us. The 7 Mountains started in 1975 with two men, Loren Cunningham and Bill Bright. They received the same revelation at the same time, but in different places. A divine strategy, a blueprint for influence. And for a while, the message spread. People caught the vision. They stepped into these mountains, ready to work, build, and make a difference. But then something happened. Some saw this vision as a call to control rather than a call to serve. Others rejected it entirely, believing faith and influence could not possibly mix. And slowly but surely, the dream began to fade. But I believe, a group of us believe, that it's time to pick up the pieces, not to recreate the past, but to build something new, something better. This isn't about reclaiming power, it's about restoring values. It's about collaboration, integrity, and making a real difference where we stand. The world doesn't need more isolated voices. It needs communities, teams, people who just don't talk about change, but live it, breathe it. And that's why we started Favor Together, a space for leaders, builders, reformers, visionaries, and laborers to come together, learn, grow, and flourish in their sphere of influence with purpose. That's when real transformation happens. First, you have the reformers. These are the challengers, the ones who refuse to accept this is just how things are. Reformers see the cracks in the system, the injustice, the dysfunction, and they call it out. And they call it out loudly. They shake things up, they make people uncomfortable, and let's be honest, reformers, they aren't always liked, but they're necessary. Because without them, nothing changes. But change can't just be about tearing down what's broken. It has to be about building something better. That's where the builders come in. Builders are also known as strategists. So builders, the strategists, they take the raw material of a vision and they turn it into something real. They create the blueprints, they lay the foundation, they make sure the change isn't just inspiring, but sustainable. They don't just talk about solutions, they build them. And then there are the visionaries. They're the ones who see beyond what's in front of them. Visionaries, they dream bigger than most people think is even possible. They see the future before anyone else does. They inspire, they imagine, they push the limits of what we believe can be done. But a vision alone isn't enough. It has to be paired with reform and strategy to actually become something bigger. And here's where we often forget one of the most critical roles, the laborers, the ones who do the day-to-day work, laying every single brick. They implement every strategy. They make sure what's planned actually happens. Laborers don't always get the spotlight, but without them, nothing will move forward. You see, reformers can challenge, builders can strategize, visionaries can inspire, but laborers, they execute. And execution is everything. So, how do they all work together? See, none of these roles can function alone. Reformers can shake things up, but without builders, the change won't last. Builders create the framework, but without visionaries, they might play it too safe. Visionaries, they'll cast the vision, but without reformers and builders, it stays just a dream. And without laborers, nothing gets done. Every role matters. We're not here to build alone. We're here to embolden each other, to make sure that the next 50 years aren't marked by division, but by collaboration, not by control, but by impact, and not by titles, but by purpose. The work starts now, but it starts together.